Locally, weather is the big news of the day. Here's a look outside from the Regional West Sky Cam. Welcome to the NBC Midday Show. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Brian Sherrod. Lots of local news today, so let's go ahead and get started. Potter's Wheel is continuing to meet the need of residents during COVID-19 and this expected winter storm. I would love to hold one. Oh,
Yeah.
these are so...
How does that feel?
They feel so light, and I love their little hairs. They want to resurface the playground, make it more ADA accessible, and fix the mechanisms with the swing. Nebraska news is important to Nebraskans. Destructive storms, collapsed irrigation tunnels, and trade war battles. Talk about who's here today.
This is Zeke.
Hi, Zeke.
He's just over a year old.
Zeke's so cute.
And he's a very special breed. He's an attention hound.
All right. If you have nowhere to cover, drive your car facing the storm. Your front window is the strongest window in your vehicle. Make sure to cover your vehicle if it's in park. Sample that you wanted to share. Would you like to be able to share?
If possible, that'd be great.
That would be great. You guys want to share a sample for us?
So,
all right.
You want us to stay sitting?
Sure.
You can just stand behind us.
Perfect.
Go ahead.
You guys are going to love this.
Magical thing just to get us some notes for us.
There you go.
Ready? Testing. Testing.
1, 2, 3, plants.
Oh, that was amazing. Many positions are looking to hire people on the spot. If you see an application for a job that interests you, make sure to fill it out immediately while it's there. Hi, right here.
This is Zeke. He's making friends with you.
He really is. So how old is Zeke? And tell us a little bit about him. You can order things like coffee, popcorn, and breakfast delights. A fun fact to let you know about, they are the only place within the city of Kimball that has a drive-thru. The talent talk without starting off with something corny, saying this is the perfect event coming up.
Perfect event, yes.
Coming up this August, there will be 80 hot air balloons filling up this Mitchell airfield. There are about 50 pilots coming from 32 qualifying states. And of course, Maria, you're here, you're able to, translate for our Latina-speaking women. Are you able to go ahead and do that? Scottsbluff and Gering Public Schools are joining forces to provide free grab-and-go meals to their students. You don't have to wait until Earth Day to keep the planet clean. If you see a piece of trash, throw it away. I actually just disposed of my Christmas tree about 2 days ago. But for people who waited as long as I did, why is that a risk? It'd be icy and slick right now here in Scottsbluff, but that shouldn't stop you from taking cautions when traveling on the roadway.
It's a beautiful sight to see a crowd of people here protesting what we believe is just a really inhumane immigration stance by our country.
The protesters say this doesn't only hurt the families that are being separated, but it's tearing apart communities.
We're hurting our own communities, we're hurting people that belong here, that live here, we're hurting our friends and we're hurting our neighbors, and we need to get this right.
People of different ages, diverse backgrounds, and political parties say that this is a change that America needs immediately.
We hope that our generation makes a change for America, because it definitely needs to change. What we're doing now is unacceptable and disgusting.
Protesting is a start to ask the world for change.
It makes me feel hopeful. It makes me feel, we were just doing this chant, this is what democracy looks like, because I think this is what it's incumbent on us to be responsible, to know what's going on, to communicate with our legislators, and to gather together and speak out, both for things that we want and that we hope for, and in this case, against things.
Every minute you don't speak up for what you believe in is a minute your voice is unheard.
The minute that we stop protesting these kinds of policies, the minute they become normal, the minute we just absorb them into our everyday lives, it is going to be a really scary moment for this country.
Many want to just live normal lives and say what is happening at the border should happen to no family.
It's horrific. It's horrible public policy. It harms people. It harms us. It demeans us as a country. And so it is absolutely essential that we don't normalize this. We have to speak out against this. We have to speak out every chance we get against this.
And for children, they don't want to see families torn apart.
I just want the families to be reunited and the kids to be able to see their parents again.
The protesters say they want equal opportunities, the world to change, and overall, families to stay together. Reporting from Scottsbluff, I'm Brian Sherrod for NBC Nebraska. Food vendors may have to purchase a license to keep their business mobile, charging $100 for the permit and renewal on each calendar year.
It's something we have to pay to be able to work like every day, like we usually do. I think it'll be all right to pay it.
Food vendors can't sell on a city park property, school property, or within 50 feet of a permanent food establishment.
schools, it might be a different story. You know, parking by a school might be different, but you know, we got a lot of parks in town, a lot of beautiful parks, so I don't see why, you know, we couldn't park at any parks.
If a rule is violated, fees can charge between no less than $200 and no more than $500, which food vendors have an issue with it.
I think that is pretty high for a first offense. Yeah, they could at least do a warning. I don't know how they would work that. They would have to talk to us, and we have to get all together, all the food trucks, and talk with the city.
One of the rules say that food vendors cannot sell at a city park, but what food vendors want to figure out is why can't they sell at a public place?
Summertime, a lot of people in their office all day long. I think be able to sit by a tree and enjoy their lunch and be outside would be great for everybody.
Local vendors believe that the proposed ordinance should be discussed with them before it is issued.
I think they should just change it a little bit, just in case, like, we cater sometimes to, like, we go to people's houses because they have parties there, you know. So if they could change that a little bit, so we could be able to, like, go to, like, people's houses and be able to cater.
They say as long as the discussion is a mutual one, the proposed ordinance won't affect their business negatively. Reporting from Scottsbluff, I'm Brian Sherrod for NBC Nebraska.